Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for 22nd of November. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. You will be learning multiple things for your preparation. Let's start. First is national affairs. In this, recently Finance Ministry, they have notified 7 changes in the senior citizen saving scheme, right? So Department of Economic Affairs, that comes under the Ministry of Finance, they have notified 7 changes. They have recently notified 7 changes in senior citizen saving scheme, right? And this is a government sponsored saving scheme for individuals that are aged above 60 years of age, correct? Or employees aged 55 years or more than less than 30 years of age, right? That means between 55 to 60, correct? So this government scheme has provided 3 months to invest in senior citizen saving scheme for individuals aged above 55 but below 60. And according to the revised rule, account holders can continue to extend the bank account, that is n number of blocks, for being 3 years each. But if we go into deep for this, remember the 7 changes that are: first is extended time for investing retirement benefits. We know that when a government employee retires, he gets multiple benefits, that is your gratuity, then they get the money that they hold in PPF, and apart from this they also get the money for the leaves, compensatory leaves and so on, right? So here the government has provided 3 months to invest in senior citizen saving scheme for individuals aged above 55 but below 60. At present the investment has to be made within 1 month of the receipt of the retirement benefits, right? So it has been increased from 1 month to 3 months. Next is investment by spouse of government employee. Following the change in this scheme rules, the spouse of the government employee is now permitted to invest the financial assistance amount in this scheme. Third, broadened definition of retirement benefits. The rule now clearly defines the scope of retirement benefits and the payment received by the individual due to retirement or superannuation. Next, here remember, if in this only, this will include provident fund dues, retirement or superannuation or death gratuity, commutative value of pension, leave encashment, saving elements of group saving linked insurance schemes payable by employer or retirement, right? EPS, ex gratia and so on. Then next is your deduction on premature withdrawal. The notification has relaxed the norms on premature withdrawals for this senior citizen saving scheme. Now 1% of the deposit will be deducted if the account is closed before the expiry of 1 year of the investment. Previously, if the account was closed before the expiry of 1 year, interest paid on the deposit in the account was to be recovered from the deposit and the entire balance was paid to the account holder. Next, there is no limit on the extension of this scheme. According to the new rules, the account holder can continue to extend the account for n number of blocks for 3 years each, right? That means one block is for 3 years. So any number of years we can extend it. Prior to the notification, the extension of the scheme was allowed only once, and the extension will be considered from the date of maturity or from the end of each block for a period of 3 years. Then next is interest on extended deposits. As per the new laws, while extended the senior citizen savings scheme account on maturity, the deposit will earn the interest rate applicable to the scheme on the date of maturity or on the date of the extended maturity. Then maximum deposit amount. The maximum deposit amount in the scheme shall not exceed the allowed deposit limit, and the maximum deposit limit for this scheme has been enhanced to 30 lakh rupees, that was earlier 15 lakh rupees, with effect from 1st of April 2023. Correct. These are your senior citizen savings scheme. If we talk about this senior citizen savings scheme only, when was this launched? This was launched in 2004, and it was specifically designed for senior citizen, as the name suggests. The current interest rate here in this senior citizen savings scheme is 8.2% per annum, and this senior citizen savings scheme is eligible for tax deduction also, right, under 80C of the Income Tax Act of 1961. And here the maximum deduction limit under the 80C is 1.5 lakh per annum, right? Then the senior citizen scheme is one of the 9 saving schemes that are offered by the government, such as your Public Provident Fund, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Post Office Monthly Income Scheme, National Savings Certificate, then Pradhan Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana, Atal Pension Yojana, Post Office Time Deposit, and so on. Correct? Let's move on now to next news. Next is Rajesh Agrawal, Secretary of the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disability, that comes under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. They have announced a 1% interest rate rebate for Divyang, that is the persons with disabilities who received financial support through National Divyangan Finance and Development Corporation. I repeat, recently Rajesh Agrawal, who is the Secretary under the of the Department of Empowerment and Persons with Disability, have announced 1% interest rate rebate for persons with disability who received financial support through National Divyangan Finance and Development Corporation. This aims to promote financial inclusion and foster economic empowerment among the Divyangan. This rebate under NDFDC loan is for timely repayment and subject to specific terms and conditions. So 1% rebate has been done for the financially or done for the public persons with disabilities, that is for PWDs, right? Then this will also reduce the burden on those people, and this initiative highlights the central government's goal is to make financial assistance more accessible and affordable for the persons with disabilities and upliftment and empower those every section in the society, right? Mark this. Next news. Who attended IPEF and EPEC ministerial meet in USA? So remember, our Union Minister Piyush Goyal, he attended this IPEF and EPEC ministerial meet in United States of America. Here you can see in the pictures Piyush Goyal, right? And he is our Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Textile, and he was on a 4-day official visit to San Francisco in USA from 13th to 16th of November, and his visit here included Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, that is IPEF, and Asia Pacific Economic Corporation, APEC. Then remember, this was the 3rd edition of the IPEF, that is Indo-Pacific Economic Framework Ministerial Meet, that was from 13th to 14th of November. Right? Then there was an MOU that was signed between India and USA during this roundtable conference in San Francisco. Apart from this, he also took part he also represented India in this APEC meeting, that is Asia Pacific Economic Corporation meeting. Correct? Next is Bima Lokpal Day. This Bima Lokpal Day, when do we observe this Bima Lokpal Day? This day is observed on 11th of November. Right? So Bima Lokpal Day observed on 11th of November. So on this day, Insurance Ombudsman disposed how much complaints in 2020 fiscal year 2023. So Insurance Ombudsman, they have announced that they have disposed over 92.28% of the complaints that were received from the insured during the financial year of 23, that is 2022-2023. Correct? During this period, Insurance Ombudsman, they received many complaints. Out of those complaints, 92.28% of the complaints were resolved. Right here, insurance ombudsman, they have settled 51,625 complaints out of 55,946 complaints they received during this year. Right, so take a note of this. Here you can see they have recently resolved 92.28% of the complaints received during this financial year. Alright, now Bima Lokpal Day, right? This Bima Lokpal Day that is observed on 11th of November, correct? This is observed annually on 11th of November to commemorate the Foundation Day of the Insurance Ombudsman, that is an alternative dispute resolution forum set up to resolve disputes relating to the insurance contracts. The Insurance Ombudsman was established through a Government of India notification in November 1998. Here, Insurance Ombudsman is a quasi judicial grievance redressal machinery to redress complaints of insurance persons against life and non-life insurance companies. The offices of the Insurance Ombudsman are under the administrative control of the Council of Insurance Ombudsman. And here the chairman of CIO is Siddharth Mohanty. Correct? So, mark this. Next comes your Karnataka Bank. They have partnered with HDFC Life to offer insurance product. So this is a kind of a Banskeren pact, right, where a life insurance company will be providing or selling their insurance product to the customers of the bank. So bank here is Karnataka Bank and insurance company is HDFC. So Karnataka Bank, they partnered with HDFC Insurance Company to offer life insurance products to the customers of Karnataka Bank. Right? Next is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, they projected India's GDP growth rate at what percent in 2024? So Goldman Sachs. So remember in India 2024 Outlook, this was released by Goldman Sachs. Correct. Here they projected that India's GDP will be growing by how much percent in 2024? Correct. Then according to them, in 2023 India will be growing by 6.4%, but in 2024 India will be growing by 6.3%. So right option here becomes option 3. Correct. So according to Goldman Sachs, India's GDP is projected to grow by 6.3% in 2024, whereas it will be growing by 6.4% in 2023. Correct. Apart from this, if we talk about fiscal year 25, it is expected to grow by 6.5% compared to 6.2% in fiscal year 2024. Right. So see, this is an outlook, right? This is basically expectations. If say for example there is a talk of recession also, and RBI suggested that next year there is a high chance there can be in recession in the world, and the impact of that recession will also be felt in India because of the rising oil prices and food prices. So because of that, there is a high chance that these GDP expectations, they can come down, right? They can significantly come down. So just go through them, just remember them, but don't just cram up these things, right? Don't just cram up the numbers, because these numbers can definitely change in future. Next, if we talk about Goldman Sachs, who is the chairman and chief executive officer here? So David M. Solomon. David M. Solomon is the chairman and chief executive officer here. And where is the headquarters of Goldman Sachs? It is in New York, USA. Right? Next, so here you can see in the India 2024 outlook from Goldman Sachs, India's GDP growth is expected to decline marginally to 6.3% in 2024 from 6.4% estimated for 2023. Next is, if we talk about consumer price inflation, that is your inflation data, right, is expected to decline to 5.1% year-on-year average in 2024, and the core inflation is expected to decline to 4.5% year-on-year in 2024 from an estimated of 5.1% in 2023. Right, then you see the rupee is set to appreciate to 82 against the dollar at 2024 and against the 83 level at the end of 2023, but we know it just $1 touched 85 rupees also recently, and this is showing that dollar is getting more strengthened and the value of rupee is losing its value. Then moving on, next is during the 51st International Emmy Awards, Veerdas won the Emmy for what category? We know recently the 51st International Emmy Awards were held recently. Right? I repeat, 51st edition of Emmy Awards were recently held. They were held in New York, USA. Right? Here some important awards you need to remember. First is, in question only it is asked that Veerdas won for what category. So he won the Emmy Award for the category that is comedy. Right? And he became the first Indian comedian to win the Emmy Award. Then next comes is Ekta Kapoor. Ekta Kapoor, who is the co-founder of the Balaji Telefilms, right? She was honored with Directorate Award, right? She was honored with Directorate Award for her contribution in the world of art and entertainment, right? So Ekta Kapoor for direction or Directorate Award, correct? And she became the first women filmmaker to win this Directorate Award. And who won the comedy award? It was won by Veerdas, and he became the first Indian comedian to win this Emmy Award in the field of comedy. Correct? Next. Here you can see, with this he became the first Indian comedian to win the Emmy Award, that is Veerdas. Moving on, who has won the NASA Impact Planet Award 2023? So remember, Brain Alive AI founder Sujit Roy has recently won the NASA Impact Planet Award 2023. Correct? I repeat, Brain Alive AI founder Sujit Roy, he received the NASA's Impact Planet Award 2023 for his contribution to the Geospatial AI Foundation Model project. Here you can see he received this award for his contribution to the Geospatial AI Foundation Model project. Here NASA and IBM Research collaborated to create NASA's first open source Geospatial AI Foundation model for Earth observation data, and here Sujit Roy was a part of the NASA's research team, for which and for his contribution here he was honored with this NASA Impact Planet Award 2023. Right? Mark this. Next is appointments and resignation. ACC has approved the appointment of Vinay M. Tonse as MD of State Bank of India. I repeat, ACC, correct, headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, approved the appointment of Vinay M. Tonse as the MD of State Bank of India for 2 years till November 2025. Prior to this appointment, Vinay Tonse was serving as the Deputy Managing Director of SBI Group, and now he has been promoted to the MD, that is your Managing Director of State Bank of India. Correct? Then remember, Vinay M. Tonse, he joined SBI as a probationary officer in 1988 and has worked in various capacities. Then he also headed the operations at SBI Osaka branch in Japan as Chief Executive Officer from 2009 till 2013, and he has also served as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of SBI Fund Management Limited from 2020 to 2022, and now he has been appointed as the Managing Director. Then if we talk about State Bank of India, who is the Chairman? Dinesh Kumar Kharaji. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1955. Next, as you can see him in the picture, Luke Friedman, named as the 23rd Prime Minister of Luxembourg. I repeat, Luke Friedman, he is 60 years of age and he is a member of the Christian Social People's Party, and he has been sworn in as the 23rd Prime Minister of Luxembourg. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Xavier Bettel of Liberal Democratic Party, who served as the PM of Luxembourg from 2013 to 2023. Right? Next is RBI has approved the appointment of 5 Hinduja Group representatives as directors on Reliance Capital Board. I repeat, RBI, they have given the approval to the appointment of 5 Hinduja Group representatives, including Amar Chintopant, Sharda Chandra V. Zaregonkar, Muse Nelling Harding John, Bhumika Batra and Arun Tiwari as the directors of the board of Reliance Capital. So these are the 5 individuals who have been appointed as the directors on Reliance Capital Board, and they are the member of Hinduja Group. Right? Mark this directly. Next we are talking about Indian Navy. They have launched the 4th missile cum ammunition barge LSAM 10 yard 78. इसको कहाँ पे, this was launched where? This was launched at East Godavari in Andhra Pradesh, and this was built by MSME, that is Seacon Engineering Projects Private Limited, that is in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh only, right? So this was developed by them, and this is the Indian Navy's missile cum ammunition barge LSAM 10, and this is the fourth vessel of the MCA barge project that was recently launched at East Godavari in Andhra Pradesh. Next comes your important days. Recently, World Fisheries Day is observed on 21st of November, and it is to demonstrate the solidarity with the members of the fishermen community, fish farmers, and the stakeholders across the world. Here, 21st of November marks the 26th World Fisheries Day, and the theme for the World Fisheries Day is celebrating the wealth of fisheries and aquaculture. I repeat, World Fisheries Day observed annually on 21st of November, and it's to demonstrate the solidarity with the members of fishermen community, fish farmers, and all the stakeholders globally. And the theme here is celebrating the wealth of fisheries and aquaculture. The first ever World Fisheries Day was observed on 21st of November 1998. Correct? So let me correct here. This is not 19th of November. It is on 21st of November we observe World Fisheries Day. Then next remember World Television Day. This day is observed on 21st of November, and it is to recognize the importance and influence of television in our lives. Correct? Then 21st of November, it marks the 27th World Television Day, and the theme for the World Television Day is accessibility. Next is World Heritage Week. Recently, World Heritage Week, so this week is observed from 19th to 25th of November, and it is to promote heritage and the culture of monuments and important sites of their conservation, which was the 41st UNESCO World Heritage Site and 42nd UNESCO World Heritage Site. So 41st is your Shanti Niketan, that is in West Bengal, and 42nd UNESCO World Heritage Site is Hoysala Temples, that is in Karnataka, right? And the theme for the World Heritage Day is Heritage Changes. This is the theme for the World Heritage Day observed, World Heritage Day, correct? And if we talk about the World Heritage Week, the World Heritage Week is observed across the globe from 19th to 25th of November. And World Heritage Day, when do we observe this World Heritage Day? So World Heritage Day, of which this theme is, it is observed on 18th of April. Correct? Then next is state news. Recently, remember, UP government, they have signed CSIR and DRDO as knowledge partners for bulk drug park in Lalitpur. I repeat, this bulk drug park, that means we will be developing here medicines, correct? For this, a bulk drug park was set up, for which UP government, they have signed with CSIR and DRDO. Correct? They together will be setting up they will be working as the knowledge partner here for setting up this bulk drug park, and where this will be located in the Lalitpur district of Uttarakhand. This bulk drug park in Lalitpur aims to integrate technology along with research and innovation to provide high quality and affordable medicine and medical devices. As the name suggests, bulk drug park, here medicines and medical equipments will be developed, and they will be of high quality, right? And they will be of high quality, along with the price range will also be as the people can afford these medicines, correct? So with the help of new technology, with the help of knowledge, with the help of research and development, new kinds of technology will be used to develop these medicines that will be benefiting individuals. So those were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. Finance Minister notified 7 changes in Senior Citizen Savings Scheme rules. Then recently, financial incentive for empowering Divyanjan individuals, that are your persons with a disability, was recently unveiled. Then Union Minister Piyush Goyal attended IPEF and APEC ministerial meet in USA. Then Bima Lokpal Day, that is on 11th of November, was observed, and Insurance Ombudsman disposed of 92.28% of the complaints in fiscal year 23. Then Karnataka Bank, they have partnered with HDFC Life to offer insurance products. Goldman Sachs, they project India's GDP growth rate 6.3% in fiscal year 24 in the year 2024, and 51st International Emmy Awards were presented, where India's Veer Das has won Emmy for comedy and Ekta Kapoor won the Directorate Award. Then Brain Alive AI founder Sujit Roy, they have won the NASA Impact Planet Award 2023, and ACC, they have approved the appointment of Vinay M. Tonse as MD of State Bank of India. Then Luke Friedman named as the 23rd Prime Minister of Luxembourg. RBI approved the appointment of 5 Hinduja Group representatives as directors on Reliance Capital Board. Then Indian Navy, they have launched the 4th missile cum ammunition barge LSAM 10 Yard 78 at Vishakhapatnam. And World Fisheries Day observed on 21st of November, World Television Day on 21st of November, and World Heritage Week from 19th to 25th of November. Then UP government, they signed with CSIR and DRDO as their knowledge partner for bulk drug park that will be in Lalitpur district of Uttar Pradesh. And Meghalaya, they have launched food security campaign to achieve zero hunger. But you can just remember this because we have done this earlier also, right? So these all are the important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's move to some revision current affairs that will be beneficial for your learning.
First is, Ministry of Ayush signed a traditional and complementary medicine PCA with which organization? First of all, tell me what is this PCA full form? That is Project Collaboration Agreement, right? So this is your PCA, right? So recently, Ministry of Ayush, they recently signed a traditional and complementary medicine PCA with which organization? It is your WHO, World Health Organization. And if you remember, if we talk about Global Traditional Hub, this will be set up where? In Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and this will be set up with the help of WHO only. If we talk about Ayush here, what does Ayush full form stands for? Ayurveda, Yoga, Neuropathy, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy. Correct? This agreement, this PC agreement, this was signed during an event that was held in Switzerland. That was in Geneva, Switzerland. And what is this PCA agreement basically? This is to standardize the traditional and complementary medical system into a national health system. Also, this will advance the traditional and complementary medicine by modernizing into a globally accepted medicine. We know, as of now, if we look at the culture globally, we are more focused on the medicines that are chemical based, right? And not focused on the medicines that are your Ayush based, that is your traditional medicine system, correct? So in order to make a shift from these chemical based medicines to these traditional medicine system, this PCA was signed between WHO and Ministry of Ayush so that more and more people can accept these traditional medicines, right? So here you can see WHO and Ministry of Ayush, they came together and they signed a traditional and complementary medicine project collaboration agreement during an event organized in Geneva, Switzerland. And under this partnership, WHO will prepare traditional medicine global strategy for 25 to 2034 with the support of the Ministry of Ayush. Now this question also becomes important. The question will be asked in such a way that this partnership where WHO will be setting up a strategy will be for what time period? It will be from 2025 till 2034, and the first phase of this PCA, that is from 2023 to 2028, will prove to be a milestone in the global development of traditional and complementary medical system, right? Next thing, friends, remember, tell me where was the 10th edition of the Kalinga Literary Festival held? 10th edition of the Kalinga Literary Festival. It was held in Bhubaneswar. Who won the ICC Men's World Cup? It was won by Australia. And this is their 6th title. Then World Animal Health Conference. This World Animal Health Conference, where was this held and which edition of this was held recently? So this was held in New Delhi and it was the 33rd edition of the World Animal Health Conference. Then which became the first state to implement UCC, that is Uniform Civil Code? It is Uttarakhand, right? Uttarakhand became the first state in India to implement UCC, that is Uniform Civil Code. Next, remember, recently which state has launched food security campaign. Food security campaign, that is for zero hunger. This was launched by which state? It was launched by Meghalaya. Launched by Meghalaya, right? Then where was the 10th Asian Defense Ministers meet held? 10th Asian Defense Minister meet was held in Jakarta. Jakarta, Indonesia. Next is, which peace prize was presented to COVID-19 warriors recently? So we are talking about a peace prize. What is the name of that peace prize that was presented to COVID-19 warriors? So remember, it is Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. Indira Gandhi Peace Prize was recently presented to COVID-19 warriors, right? And who are the warriors? Basically, nurses, doctors, right? Or we can say the medical staff. They are considered to be the COVID-19 warriors, because during the COVID-19, when everything was in lockdown, these were the individuals who were going to their job and helping the population out there. So this award is known as Indira Gandhi Peace Prize, and it was presented to COVID-19 warriors. Here you can see Indira Gandhi Peace Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development 2022. This was recently awarded to New Delhi headquarter Indian Medical Association and New Delhi based Trained Nurses Association of India, as well as other representatives of the COVID-19 warriors in India. This award was presented to Dr. Sharad Kumar Agarwal, President of IMA, and Professor Dr. Roy K. George, President of TNAI, by former Vice President Hamid Ansari. Correct? Then remember, if we talk about this Indira Gandhi Peace Prize, this prize was established in 1986 by Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust. This award is given annually to recognize individuals or organizations that are contributing towards international peace and development. Right? This prize includes 2.5 million rupees cash prize, and this means it is 25 lakh rupees cash prize. Right? And in 2022, this award was conferred upon Pratham. This is an education focused NGO. Correct? And in 2022, they received this award. And in this year, in 2023, it was awarded to these individuals and professor. Who has been crowned Miss Universe 2023? Take a note of this. Highly important question. So, who is she? Shanice Palacios, right? Shanice Palacios, as let me show you. She is the Shanice Palacios. She is from Nicaragua, and she has been crowned as the Miss Universe 2023, and this was the 72nd edition of the Miss Universe that was held recently. Right? She is from where? Shanice Palacios. She is from which country? She is from Nicaragua. Right? And she was crowned as the Miss Universe during the 72nd Miss Universe Beauty pageant that was held in 2023. And where was this beauty pageant held? This was held in El Salvador. Correct? And she became the first woman from Nicaragua to win the Miss Universe crown. Apart from this, friends, you can see here some important other points, that is, she was crowned by United States R. Bonnie Gabriel, who held the title of Miss Universe for 2022. Then first runner-up was Miss Antonio Paulsild of Thailand, and second runner-up was Miss Moriah Wilson of Australia. Both are important and you have to take a note of them. Correct? So Shanice Palacios from Nicaragua was crowned Miss Universe 2023, and this was the 72nd edition of the Miss Universe. Then which state broke as well as set a new record for lighting 22 lakh diyas? Which is it? Which is that city? It is Ayodhya. They broke their own record for last year and set a new record for lighting 22 lakh diyas. Then Aina. Next is, which country approved $360 million investment in the IT hardware sector? Which is it? Tell me. So it is our beloved India. Right? India has recently approved $360 million investment in the IT hardware sector. That is to develop the hardware that will be required to run our softwares. This hardware, and if we consider the major chunk of it, it will be for semiconductors, right? We know that India is also betting heavily on the semiconductor manufacturing, and India wants to also become a global hub for these semiconductor manufacturing, and they have also set up a manufacturing hub, or they are planning to make Gujarat a manufacturing hub for the semiconductor manufacturing. right? Coming back, remember it is Indian government, they have approved $360 million investment in the IT hardware sector. Under various incentives will also be provided so that manufacturing of the IT hardware can increase in India, and India's position in the global electronic supply chain can improve, right? And this investment, remember, this basically towards becoming a $300 billion IT hardware manufacturing hub by 2026, right? This is the target year by which India aims to achieve $300 billion in manufacturing of IT hardware by 2026. Here you will be seeing we have approved investments are across 75 companies that will include Dell, HP, Foxconn, and domestic manufacturers like Dixon and VVDN. And this new investment will create more than 50,000 new job opportunities in the IT hardware sector, further strengthening the India's position as a major employment provider in the electronics industry.
Next is our homework section. First, who is the first recipient of Manohar Parrikar Yuva Scientist Award? Next, which country hosted the Voice of the Global South Summit recently? Third, which is the Cambridge Dictionary's word of the year for 2023? So these are your 3 homework questions, friends. Fourth one mark here for what is the word of the year by Collins Dictionary, right? So these are your 4 homework questions. Maximum to maximum participation is required from all the students watching this video. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.